All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking U-joints. This particular U-joint, the driver was complaining about his dashboard was rattling. He says, I don't know why. He goes, my dashboard is rattling. So we went to go look at the dash. We looked at the mounting. We looked at different things on the dash. And eventually we road tested it, which that's one thing. Every time you do a repair, regardless of what the repair is, you need to road test it. You know, I mean, you have to road test it because sometimes you're going to find stuff that the operator, driver, or owner are not aware of, conditions that are developing. So we drove this truck, and after 16, 17 miles, we felt a vibration, but the driver didn't have the dash rattling until he got it up to about 30 plus miles per hour, but we detected the vibration at about a little bit above 15 miles per hour. So we brought it back to the shop, and we went underneath the truck, and for whatever reason, it tends to be my opinion that the one U-joint that always is going to give is the one that's always closer to the third member. You know, the one that connects to the yoke, that connects to the third member. That's the one you should always check first. Of course, the second thing you always want to check is the carrier bearing. You know, look at it real good. And, you know, when in doubt, go ahead and replace both. In a perfect world, you would remove the drive shaft, send it to the drive shaft shop, and have it balanced. And, you know, go ahead and put it back together. But due to time, due to expense, due to the economy being what it is, people don't want to spend no money. So this guy right here, he just went ahead and he refused everything but one U-joint, which the front two U-joints, they did take grease. And that's another thing. When you grease a U-joint, you need to keep greasing it till you see grease come out of all four corners. If you see it come out of one or two and then you stop, you're screwing yourself. Now this U-joint, I don't know if we can see it. You should be able to see it right there. It was so dry. It just started, you know, the rollers. You can see the pitting. You can actually see the uneven surface. And compared to the other side, now this side did have grease. It was getting grease. But unfortunately, this one corner was not getting grease. They weren't, and you can tell, look right there. There's no grease there. There's grease there. There's grease there. There's grease there. But there's no grease there. This side was, I guess what they were doing, as soon as they saw grease come out of here, they'd stop. You're supposed to keep greasing until you get grease out of all four pockets. That's the rule of thumb. But the thing about drive lines is, I don't know, if I had to guess, and it would be just a guess, I think for every 800 trucks that are out there on the road, one's going to throw a drive shaft. 1 out of 800. So the risk is very small, but when you have a drive shaft let go, especially like on a semi, depending on how the truck is made and how it's configured, you're going to take out airlines, you're going to take out wires, you're going to take out chassis noids, you're going to take out maybe def tank, def heater, def pump. You know, you might even take out the SCR or the DPF, and it gets very expensive very fast. And it seems like every time we've had a drive line come off a unit, it takes a while to get all the parts. You know, I don't know what it is, because I guess you're not supposed to be having that kind of a failure, you know. But you can try to go to the junkyard, but if you go to the junkyard, you're probably not going to find the identical setup. So, you know, you'll be trying to piece stuff together. If you're lucky, it comes off, doesn't hurt the yoke. If it does hurt the yoke, it's just the yoke. But in some cases, it'll take the third member out too. So, you know, all you need is just to grease them. But like I said, it seems to me like the best U-joint to check is the one on the yoke on the third member. And if that puppy is just weird, whatever, sometimes you even have to remove it, and you need to check it, and the best way to do it is just check right there. Does it have grease? Does it have grease? Oh, doesn't have grease. Then you got a problem. You got a problem that's developing if it's not painfully obvious, but you can confirm it. Anyway, something I thought I'd share. And honestly, for the thousands of miles these trucks put on in a week, it's just amazing to me how long these U-joints really last. And of course, you want to use a premium grease. Everybody has their preference. Some people like Lucas, some people like Mystique, some people like Mobil, some people like Shell. And here's the thing, when it comes to grease, there's so many types of grease. Put a grease that's made for driveline, made for U-joints. Me myself, I like synthetic high load greases, but you have to understand the chart, the rating, and all that good stuff. So anyway, a good grease will prevent this. A good greasing daily maintenance or scheduled maintenance will also prevent this. I mean, you can get, I don't know, at least, I would say, if you grease a truck real good on a drive line, you can easily get 300,000 miles, I would think. But, anyway, something I come across, thought I'd share. Hey, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.